Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Domicile Diaries. Have you had enough? Because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Enough. Not just enough, but what about wants, needs, and enough? How do we know the difference, and what do they really mean? Because my dad was really good about teaching everybody in his orbit the difference between wants and needs. And it seems pretty elementary, pretty simple. Everybody knows what a need is and what a want is. And very few people really think about it though. And by learning about those things when you're very small and being aware of them, every time you go to the supermarket, anytime you do anything, you're thinking, is this a want or is this a need? You know, Maslow in the 1940s came up with the hierarchy of needs. And what he was trying to illustrate is the way we are psychologically and the way people are, and how to reach self-actualization and fulfillment and to get to a place where we can be happy and stable in who we are and content with what we have and who we are and how we got there. And the first thing that he says that you need is those basic needs fulfilled, right? We know what they are: food, water, shelter. Those are things we have to have. Those are basic needs. If you don't have those things, if you don't have health, you don't have anything else. That's what you have to focus on, and there's no need to talk about anything else. That's your goal. That's all you do. So that's fine. You have to have enough of those basic needs in order to fulfill that physiological need that you have to sustain life. After that, you have security. This is important, whether it's job security or just personal physical security, so that you feel safe and you're secure and you have a home, shelter. That's something that we're going to consider a need. You need it. And after that, you move more into the psychological things of things that you need in order for you to have the things that you want or you feel like you have to have in order to be happy and get to that level of self-actualization, let's say. But I think that's where the lines get a little blurry. And they blur because it's subjective for each person what is a want and what is a need. You have to, at that level, after the basics are taken care of, you have to think about, is this a need for me? Do I need this freedom? Do I need to have 2 vacations a year in order to maintain my sanity, which goes back into my health, therefore making it a need? Or is there another way for me to achieve that same thing? How much money do I have to have in order to obtain the things that I need on a different level outside of the basics? And so that I can have a happy life, right? Because that's what we want. We're all doing our best in order to have a happy life. So as we're trying to get there, but I think that when those lines blur, and you have to realize where that enough comes in, you have to start thinking about it differently. You're going to have to look at it and say, okay, do I have enough of this now in order to not worry about it anymore so that I can just focus on myself and being happy? And I think he goes about it in a little bit the wrong way. I think as soon as those basic needs are met, those bottom 2 things on that pyramid that you may remember from Maslow, we need to go into the self-actualization point right then. You need to start thinking about it right then. Think about yourself. Think about those things for yourself. Become as good as you can be in yourself and for yourself, and allow those other levels to take care of themselves, because they will. If you are at a point where you understand there is love and there is connection and there are people out there that I need to be connected to because I need that, you are recognizing within yourself this need. You're also recognizing within yourself what it is to be able to give that to other people and have that empathy towards everyone else. Allowing yourself to fill up with that, it comes back to you, you'll have that need met. without going out of your way to find the approval of others that way. And then there's another idea of enough, of like, I've had enough. I've had enough sitting at home. I've had enough wearing masks. I've had enough dealing with all of this stuff. I've had enough being trapped. I've had enough not traveling. I've had enough. I'm up to here. Enough. And you think, well, is it enough though? Are we there? Did we achieve our goal? Is everything okay now going forward? Have we arrived? And just because you've had enough, you feel, is it right for you to take your enough, your subjective enough, and project it onto everyone else? Probably not. So let's go back to that self-actualization thing again. You have to realize it for yourself and then be okay with only doing that for yourself. Inside you, what you need, and take care of yourself in that way. If you can do that, everything else falls into place. Or at least that's the way I think about it. That's the way I believe with it. So that's all I've got to say about enough. I've about had enough. Maybe there's enough social media posts out there. I hope you're all doing well, safe, happy, healthy, or at least doing your best for all of those things. I'll talk to you later.